Courtney Cox here. Welcome into the Nesson studio. I'm joined by Marcus Omard, which means we've got some soccer news to break down. The US of A releasing their roster. You look at that, what's your biggest takeaway?
Well, this is Bruce Arena's first real competitive roster. Team USA is rock bottom of the CONCACAF final round standings, so it's really exciting actually. Now they have to win. There's a sense of urgency that they don't really have. So the two biggest takeaways are veterans and versatility. Bruce Arena is going with tried and true, trusted names. This roster looks a lot like Jurgen Klinsmann's rosters of the last year or so, but what Bruce Arena has is an ability to maybe flip guys around, move them into a different spot in the field, motivate them, and I think he'll have them playing in a better style and a little bit more confidently than Klinsmann did.
Well, when you look at this roster compared to the one in November, the one that struggled a bit, what are the biggest differences?
Well, the main ones, there's two differences. Some are on the margins. There are new guys, Walker Zimmerman, Jorge Villafana, Dax McCarty, and Sebastian Lletget. These guys really impressed Arena at the January training camp. But really, it's Tim Howard, Jeff Cameron, and Clint Dempsey. Those guys were out of the November qualifiers. If they were in, I suspect Klinsmann still would be in his job, and Team USA would be in a better position. But they've all returned from different ailments and injuries. Their form could be it could be up and down, and we're not sure how sharp they'll be. But they have 10 days and a couple more games for their clubs to really get into top shape.
Well, you just said his name, and I think soccer fans everywhere kind of perk up when they hear his name. Your face kind of lit up. Yeah. Clint Dempsey. What do you think will be the biggest addition that he brings to this roster?
Goals. Clint Dempsey is the second all-time leading goal scorer, and he's about 34 years old, but as he showed last summer in Copa America, when the lights are on and when it really matters, Clint Dempsey scores goals. They're never pretty goals. They always seem to be scrappy, but he scores a lot of them. Really, it's that, and it's veteran leadership that he also brings. And he's fiery, he's competitive, and he'll raise the level of play in the squad during the training sessions and everything. But goals.
Well, there's a name that's a veteran name that a lot of people recognize, and then there's a name on the roster that some people may not know, a teenage phenom, if you will, on this USA roster. Tell me what we can expect out of this guy.
Christian Pulisic, he is 18 years old and playing very well in Germany with Borussia Dortmund. Jurgen Klinsmann actually tried to build the team around him for the Mexico game back in November. It was an absolute disaster. Bruce Arena has said earlier this week that, or at least it was reported that he might play Pulisic in the center. That was 4 months ago. Things can change in this sport very quickly. Pulisic has been played a little bit in the center for his club, done well, scoring goals at a big European club. So I expect Pulisic to start either on the center or out wide. We're not quite sure yet, but I think at 18 years old, he's going to be in there.
Great stuff from Marcus. As always, you can follow along with him on Twitter at MKOmard or myself at Cox Courtney, but make sure to keep it locked in right here at Nesson.com for anything you need to know about this game of soccer. We got you covered.